Tell them who you are. Tell them where you from.
I'm Reese, postman. I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia. I was raised up on Airline, though. Airline, that's Cheese Town. You know, still gonna tell the sidewalk.
Tell me when you started rapping, and what inspired you to start doing music.
I really started when I was like, I say around like about 10. I was just playing around with it. It was just something to do. We were just having fun. After we listened to some music, we'll spill a couple bars or whatnot. I started taking it serious about 6 years ago. One of my big brothers, he used to always rap. I looked up to him with it, so that's when I started kind of taking it more serious. I had a mentor around me. So that's when it kind of got more real for me at the time. My brother too, man. I miss you, K-Dog. That's real talk.
Okay. So, tell me how it was like growing up in where you grew up. You say you're from Airline. You're also from Portsmouth, which is I know that's really close together. Tell me what it was like growing up in that area.
When I was out Portsmouth, I stayed at Brandon Square. That's uptown. It's part of church. I mean, I guess it's like I got ghetto. Section 8 housing. We a single parent household. My father was there. I've seen a lot of crime. Around us as little kids for real. So it kind of became a normal lifestyle after a while. You don't really realize the danger of what you out there doing because it become a normal lifestyle. See, I ended up moving to Airline, which is Cheese Town, with my grandmother. Ran into some financial problems and everything, so me and my mom's ended up having to move in with my grandmother and everything. So that's how that came into the play. But on Airline, it's a chill environment. Everybody kind of get along. You got your ins and outs. It's still the same out there. But by that time, I was like, about 16, 15, 16. That's when I kind of started putting my foot in the street, getting off the porch with it. So I kind of ran into a lot of trouble out there as far as doing that too.
Okay. Tell me when you started making music. Who are some of your first influences?
A couple of my first influences. It was like, I'm gonna say the old Lil Wayne. The old Lil Wayne. Not that crazy, but I really rock with Ludacris. Back in the day, I rock with Ludacris. I listen to a lot of artists, Busta Rhymes, but stepping up to date, like when kind of got to around the age about like 15, 16, like I said, I kind of was rocking with more like the Meek Mills. The Meek Mills kind of a vibe, kind of related to Homie Story. So.
Okay. Tell me if there's any specific moments in your life that you feel like shaped you, feel like gave you the mentality that you have now, going into music and just all around life.
Man, so it's a lot of moments. The biggest one though is the struggles that I had to go through, as a little kid, watching my moms make things happen out of nothing, for real. And that the older I got, that kind of made me want to grind harder, and I had to kind of tell my story. Most of my day ones I grew up with, like my actual day ones, they ain't even around no more. I got a couple people in the graveyard, a couple people in the penitentiary. So it's like when you sit down and you look around, you like, damn, I ain't really with nobody I started with. I feel like that kind of shaped you into. I don't really know what it shaped you into, but it shaped you into something where you feel like you're back against the wall and you got to make something happen. And that's really when the light turned on for me. I was like, man, I woke up and I had to start actually like getting to it because I didn't want to be a statistic. So I tell my life, I tell the stories I made it do.
Okay. So you say your name is the Postman. Okay. Tell me how you got your name and where that comes from.
That's the AKA. That's what I'm also known as. my people, they call me Reese Wealth though. You know, I mean, but the Postman because when I was younger, and not too long ago, real for I just kind of started gradually going towards the music route more. But we had that mail, you know. That what me and my homies call it. We call it mail. So we dropped the mail off, boom, boom, you know. And Postman for real, cause what the Postman do, he drop that mail off, and that's what the life used to consist of for me. So that's why I call myself the Postman, real.
Tell me about your rap style. How would you describe the way you rap, and what would you call it? How would you describe it?
Shit, the formula for real, I can't really tell the formula, but the way I describe it is just I tell my life. I really tell my life from first person point of view, and from what me and my homeboys had to do. So I'm speaking for myself along with my homeboys. You know, shit that we really lived through, situations we really had to, you know what I'm saying, make it through. That's where a lot of my music come from, honestly. So it's real life encounters with certain things.
Why do you feel it's important to put those life experiences in your music? Because a lot of people these days, a lot of artists and stuff, there's nothing wrong with it per se, but they're inserting different aspects of life that they don't know into their music, and they're getting on and stuff, and it's about their imagination and stuff like that. What about being honest in your music is important to you?
To show where I came from and show what I overcame, cause I ain't forward to it. You know, I knew I was better than what I had to do. You know, I already knew I was better than the circumstances they tried to leave us in. You know, so yeah, at the time that's what we felt. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really have much, so that's what this is stuff we felt like we had to do to uprise out of the hole they tried to put us in.
Do you feel like being honest helps your music relate to people?
Yeah, honestly though, but for real, I'm not really even worried about the people. You know, it's shit I gotta get off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's shit I gotta get off my chest. You know, it's like a therapy to me, honestly.
Okay. So, where would you see yourself in 5 years in the music industry, or in the rap game, as they call it?
In the industry, I see myself heading at the top. For real, I'm at the top of it. With the growth, you know what I'm saying, the growth I have accomplished, and the people around me, my back end, the people that's in my ear spreading the knowledge, I see myself at the top of the art. You know what I'm saying, the top of the art, man. We Picasso.
Grammys, platinum albums,
Grammys, Oscars. We doing it all, man. Like there's no limitation. People say the sky's the limit, but that's false. You can go past the sky ain't the limit.
Are there any specific goals that you want to accomplish? Like, if there's one thing that you think about at night, like, oh, I gotta get this, I gotta do that. What would that be?
The one goal I really I want to see my family proud. I want to see my family proud and not struggle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what weighs on my heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I really do this for, because I don't want to see my family want for anything.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people try to act like tough guys, try to act too hard for themselves and stuff. My question is, what type of music do you listen to that nobody would think that you listen to?
I listen to all type of music, man. I listen to gospel. I listen to hip hop.
Anything in specific that'll,
I listen to all genres. It's like whatever on the radio, I'm gonna listen to it, man. I even go wear it to you,
Well, what's one of your favorite songs right now that people wouldn't think you like?
Let me see. Let me think about it right quick. I don't really even. For real, I've been so in the work mode. I've just been really playing beats and listening to my own music. But whatever on the radio, honestly, bro. Man, I can't even really call it right now at this point. But like I said, I feel like everybody telling their story, so I can really relate to every genre. Because if you listening for the art, you hear everybody's story. That's all. So I can relate to everything, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Night is gonna be a good night. I got a feeling. Stop. Yeah, but that's all we'll stop right there. We listen to all the time, man.
So, what's the plans for you at this point? What's the next move?
It's always gonna get bigger and bigger, you know. I try to. I can't really even call it. I can't really call it. I try to let it play itself into play. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really even call it right now. When it happen, it'll happen, and the world will be able to see it.
Any mixtapes coming soon? Any videos?
Yeah. We got the prophecy. The prophecy coming soon. That's what I'm working on right now. The prophecy, you know, prophesizing a certain message to speak it into existence. And I got some visuals, you know, coming for you soon. Latest track, I don't know if it's gonna be the single off of the mixtape or not, but by My Lonely, that's the song. So we will probably see that soon.
Any songs you excited about that you think will, you know, do something, become big, pop off?
Everything. That's the mindset when we in the studio. Everything gonna be the one. Every one that you drop is that one. You know, so that's always the mindset, and what you do is just consistency. Never stop. Keep going.
Bet. So, to end this off, is there anything you would tell the people that's gonna be watching this, what they should be looking out for, why they should listen to you, or, you know, what's unique about yourself?
Yeah, man. Always follow your dream. You know what I'm saying? Always follow your dream. Like if you got that in your mind and that's on your heart, follow. Like, a lot of people gonna tell you can't in life. They always gonna tell you that. You know why? That's because they scared to chase their own dreams themselves. You know. So always go for what's in your heart. You wanna draw for a living, draw for a living. You wanna do construction for a living, do construction. You wanna be the president, it's possible. So do what's in your heart, you know what I'm saying? Never let nobody tell you that you can't be that. Because everybody's successful, it's a mindset. And the reason I say keep it honest with your music, because the more honest you are in your music, the more people gonna relate, you know? So just be yourself and always chase that dream. Don't never let them tell you can't. That's the message from Postman to y'all.
I appreciate you you doing this interview today.
Yeah, shout out ste'ven, man.
We out.
Mr. Postman, yeah. Never had a father figure, so he had to man up. Either get ran over your whole life, or you stand up. They gon' tell you anything. Ain't no love in this game. The hardest one turn quiet boys. Get caught.